nation is now the ultimate power in the universe.
At last we will reveal ourselves.
Oh, I have a bad feeling about this.
You are now tuned to LightSaber Radio. If you only knew the power of dark side.
Here it comes. Let's go.
You are now tuned into LightSaber Radio. 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hello there.
How is the crew doing this week?
I'm doing great. How's everybody else?
Good.
Good. Oh, I'm glad to hear it.
Take two. Let's go.
Let's go. You might notice this week that we're missing a voice. Mark has decided to part ways with us at LightSaber Radio, and whilst he will be missed, Kyle, Garrison, CJ and I would like to wish him the best in his future endeavours.
Yes, we do.
However, to fill that gap, we've got a brand new voice with us today. LSR would like to welcome Tyler, Garrison's brother. Hi, Tyler.
Hey, Tyler.
Hello. How are you guys?
We are good. We're keeping it in the family this week.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, I'm pumped to have my brother with me. It's going to be fun to see him get his ass handed to him by Charlie as well.
I don't know if I'm ready for that one.
Oh, no, you're not. No one is ever ready. Moving on,
boy.
we have got a packed show for you this week. First off, I hope listeners have been keeping an eye on our social media, because in today's episode, we cast our votes for, drumroll please, the best Star Wars movie of all time, and announce the winner of our giveaway.
And we are giving away for episode 1, the Comtech figures. We have Rick Oli, Obi-Wan Kenobi,
Yes.
Woo!
Yes.
C-3PO, and Garrison Sano.
I'm sorry?
Garrison Sano. Yeah, I know him. Garrison Sano.
Gas Gano, whatever. He's a droid. No, he's not a droid. He's one of the action figures that was in the pod race.
Oh, he's like Garrison. I was like, oh yeah, I know that guy.
So that's where we are at on the giveaway.
I don't know about you guys, but I am drowning in news and rumours this week. We have got so much to get to, and as always, prepare to fall to the dark side as you will ultimately fail Charlie's Impossible Quiz. Kyle...
Hey, go ahead.
Hey, what?
You got to take it easy on us one of these weeks because you're killing us. You're killing us.
No.
And by the way, you can't say fall to the dark side because I think me and Kyle have already done it. I mean, you audio listeners, Kyle's wearing a Sith shirt and I'm wearing a
Hey,
Darth Maul
you asked me
shirt.
to write the intro. I am going to fill it with as many puns as I possibly can.
Oh, the shade is going to happen.
But to be fair, out of all the people here, you are the least dark side person.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, Kyle, please kick us off by breaking down this whole bracket. Are we really ready to discuss the best Star Wars film of all time? Are we seasoned enough?
Yes, we are. I think. I could be wrong, but we're going to find out. So basically, we set up the bracket. The bracket was posted on our Instagram and TikTok, on our Sway's Instagram and TikTok. It's something that I wanted to do, but I never got to it on the Sway podcast, so we're going to do it on LSR. We have all the movies set up in the bracket, and we're going to work our way, voting 2 movies against each other all the way till we get to the winner. Our winner...
September Madness.
Our winner has to match up with the first person that guesses the exact same thing that they think that we're going to guess on the actual giveaway post. Then we're also going to just throw in social media pick to be the winner. So it's kind of like a 2-part thing, but the social media was just everybody's guesses on who they thought was going to work out at the end. But the actual person that will win the prizes will be the first person that selects the exact same thing us on the actual giveaway post. So that's the way we're working it. So we're going to start off, and it's going to be the same thing as the versus pictures that we put on the actual post. So we're going to go through each one, starting with Solo versus Rogue One. Who do you guys vote for?
I think we all can agree on this one.
Rogue One.
If someone's voting opposite, I mean, the only one that I'm a little bit worried about is CJ. Okay, everybody else, I'm pretty sure I know what your vote is going to be.
Hey,
CJ loves Han Solo.
It's biased. I know.
But even CJ, I feel, has
one of my favorite.
Yes.
Well, the thing is yes, I was so happy for a Solo movie, but Rogue One beats it in quality and just.
Also, Charlie's the one that disagrees.
It just had more things.
Okay.
Wow.
Right.
See, and my thing is, I think it's Rogue One. Rogue One, like, was a great movie. It filled plot holes. How many movies that will go back and fill plot holes? It fits so well. That Darth Vader scene at the very end was the granddaddy of hallway badass scenes. Okay, that hallway scene with Darth Vader was amazing. It's legendary. They're copying it in Mandalorian because it was so good. I mean, I thought that movie was really good, like good enough to be like one of the main Star Wars movies. I loved it so much.
Okay, my point.
But I don't know if that's just me.
My point is this.
Go ahead.
You have to look at the overall movie, and I love a comedy, and Woody Harrelson brought the comedy to Solo. Solo had a lot of comedic scenes. It was brilliantly set up. I thought the score on it was great, and it gave us a sense of family because of Chewbacca and Han Solo, where they met, and the reason that Chewbacca owed Han Solo that day. I think that was one of the things that I always wanted to know in Star Wars, like, why does Chewbacca owe Han Solo crap? And they never explained it. They never told how it happened. And by them explaining that, I thought that was one of the best parts of Solo.
They also, you know how Han in A New Hope sat there and said, you never had your arms ripped out of your sockets? We got to see that too. So, okay. I mean...
I'm sorry, my vote is going to have to be for Solo. I objectively think it is a better movie. I didn't enjoy Rogue One. I really didn't.
Really?
What do you think, Tyler?
What did you not enjoy about Rogue One? Here, that's what I want to know. What was wrong with Rogue One? Because I thought it was an awesome movie with few flaws.
Solo gave us the excitement and the energy that I'm used to seeing from like the prequels and the originals. Rogue One felt really tame in comparison, excluding the Darth Vader scene at the end. I fully respect that is an iconic piece of cinema. Brilliant. But the rest of the kind of 90 minutes of the movie, I just found it really dull. Tyler, help us out here.
I don't know. I think I'm going to have to go back with what Garrison was saying about the last scene of Darth Vader, and that's Darth Vader in his prime. Ever since the first Star Wars came out in 1977, everybody wanted to see Darth Vader in his prime and just be a badass. And I think we got that in Rogue One. And I don't think Solo could top that.
I just don't think that an ending of a movie, just the end, can classify the whole movie. Solo was a better overall film in a whole than Rogue One's 20 seconds at the very end of Darth Vader killing everybody. Yes, it's great. I loved it, but it just didn't match the entire movie. Plus, Darth Maul is in Solo, and he's not in Rogue One, and Darth Maul is just dope.
I was going to say, so we've got 2 for Solo and 2 for Rogue One. CJ, it's up to you.
Come on, CJ. Don't let me down here.
CJ.
This guy.
Here's the thing. Okay, I will give it to you. I'm going to
cast my vote real fast. I think I decided, guys.
Oh, I guess you just got to vote. I was going to go argue a little bit more.
Han shot first. I'm going Solo. Han shot first.
Oh, no!
So Solo moves down on the...
Dang.
It's all coming up roses.
It was hard to decide. It was hard to decide, but I am such a Han Solo fan. I have the Empire Strikes Back jacket. I have a Han Solo blaster. Like, I've dressed up as Han Solo on multiple occasions for cosplay stuff. Like, I had to do it. I'm sorry, guys. It's just Han shot first.
All right. I just want the fans to know Rogue One is in one of my tops. Okay, so
Rogue One is up there.
I'll take this loss with grace, but I'm really disappointed.
It's a great one.
You're a good man, Garrison. You're a good man.
The next one on the list was Phantom Menace versus A New Hope. What do you guys think?
Okay,
Phantom Menace.
This one's hard.
Phantom Menace.
Because A New Hope.
I'm sorry.
Okay, but you got it. Okay, just wait. I like them both. Phantom Menace, yeah, it's a little bit more entertaining. The lightsaber combat was amazing. Okay, but The New Hope is where it all started. I mean, I'm a sucker for tradition and for paying respect to your elders or whatever. And New Hope is it's the beginning. You know what I mean? It is the daddy of Star Wars. And so I don't know. I kind of have to. Part of me really wants to vote for A New Hope just because it's just the original. It's the OG.
Okay, so
I'm gonna have to agree with you on that one. A New Hope is just the classic. It's just what starts an amazing saga.
And again, so we're 2 for New Hope and 2 for a Phantom Menace. Kyle,
Jar
come
Jar
through.
oh my God, this is so hard.
Jar Jar's really annoying.
Just forbidden by the gods it is.
Now this
Okay.
is piracy. I don't know if I can.
It's working.
All right, this is a very hard choice because A New Hope I've been watching for 40 years, like for a very long time. It is the beginning. It's the first time we had Darth Vader. It's the first time we had Obi-Wan. It's the first time we had Luke. It is the beginning. For the budget and the trials that George had to go through to create this movie was almost impossible, and he made something that started a dynasty. But at the same time, The Phantom Menace had the beginning, where it all started, where Anakin came from. It showed us and led us into the rest of the series, where Darth Vader started. It showed us where all the characters came from. It had Qui-Gon in it, which was excellently played by Liam Neeson. And then we had one of the best all-time bad guys, which is Darth Maul, coming out with that double-bladed lightsaber with one of the most epic fight scenes in Star Wars, with him fighting both Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon.
Yeah, and let's not forget the music in that fight scene.
Oh my god.
The music was excellent,
Duel of Fates
but
is my ringtone.
I'm a sucker for A New Hope. It inspired me to be a Star Wars fan all these years. It is the beginning. I think I'm gonna have to go with A New Hope.
No.
Yes.
Betrayal in its
Overall,
finest
it was a
form.
better movie.
Just cut me in half like Darth Maul.
As a huge fan of The Phantom Menace and it being my all-time favorite Star Wars film, I will do a Garrison and let it slide gracefully.
Ouch. I'm sorry, Charlie.
It pains me, it really does.
Okay, let's move on to the next one. We have the Clone Wars versus Empire Strikes Back. Go.
It's got to be ESB, isn't it?
Yeah, this is easy. Empire Strikes Back is one of the greatest Star Wars movies, I think. It's just,
Empire.
It blows Clone Wars out of the water.
Clone Wars was a brilliant idea, just not the right time for the best execution.
Yeah, that's a rough first round game for Clone Wars.
Yeah.
They didn't have a chance.
So I think we're all in agreement that Empire Strikes Back is the winner on this one. I don't think there's no argument even to the Clone Wars. The only thing that I could possibly say about the Clone Wars that I like the progression of Anakin and how he's just kind of starts to show his transformation into the thing, and it has my future ex-wife Padme in it because she is wonderful. But
She's a dime.
but she's
A babe.
she's kind of a little bit of a pedophile because, you know, Anakin was a little bit young.
She's robbing the cradle a little bit.
But
She was a child.
Annie, you'll always be that little boy I knew on Tatooine.
let me sleep with you. You know?
Why? You guys know when they gave us the time frame? When they give us the time frame of like what their age gap is, you guys understand that there's like a 5-year difference. It wasn't like a 15-year difference.
I know,
yeah,
but it's still,
robbing the cradle.
she
But
was
we
over-
made it
that's not
sound
as fun-
so
She was
bad.
over
That's
the
not so much
legal
fun to joke
age,
about.
and he was
We made
still
it sound
under the
so
legal
bad.
age. In the world, in our world, she would have got charged. You know, if it was in our world right now, she would have got charged if anybody would have told on her. So, okay, Empire Strikes Back is definitely the winner of that one. Let's move on to the next
All right,
one.
beautiful.
We have Revenge of the Sith versus Return of the Jedi. Go.
Oh.
Okay, this is so hard.
Revenge.
Okay.
I think revenge.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with Revenge, but out of respect to Return of the Jedi, we have to admit, Return of the Jedi, like, this is one of the closest ones that we're gonna face, right? I feel like this one's really close. We're all gonna go with Revenge, but Return of the Jedi was awesome.
It was a very awesome movie. Return of the Jedi had everything, and it finished the first of the trilogies, and it kind of led us to where we're at now with the Bad Batch and the Mandalorian and everything. Without Return of the Jedi, we wouldn't have the sequel trilogy. We wouldn't have none of the stuff we're learning right now, and the content that we have.
I hate to say this. Like, I don't want to share what my mother said, but should I?
Go ahead.
About this? We talked about this earlier. I think Charlie got a kick out of this. So my mom saw the post on Instagram, and she said, that's a hard one, you know, between Obi-Wan's sexiness and those Ewoks. It's really hard to pick. And I'm like, Mom, that's two different things. That is two different things. Pick one.
I don't know.
And she's like, it's hard.
I do
The
Padme
Ewoks are
versus
cute, but
Leia.
Obi-Wan's
and
such a good-looking man.
We are all simps for Padme,
See,
it
this is
seems.
what I started.
The thing that you can't beat with Revenge of the Sith is all the lightsaber battles in it was excellent. All the space battles was excellent. The score on it was great. The sound effects was great. The visualities was great. I don't even think visuality is an actual word, but I'm using it.
The book, like if you read the book is amazing.
It just
Like
had
the book
everything.
for Revenge of
Like,
the Sith was just
and
beautiful.
really seeing Anakin's internal struggle and just the way things became, like just that transition, that character development. It's such a good movie. You know what I mean?
Well, not just
And
with
watching,
Anakin,
like,
but with Obi-Wan and Anakin, and like their brotherhood, and then all of a sudden they gotta
Yeah.
battle at the last
That
couple
breakdown
scenes.
of
Like,
that
whoa.
relationship.
Can I read this? I shared this to the group chat. So us on the Lightsaber Radio, we have a group chat, and I shared this. Is it all right if I read this real fast?
Yeah, read it.
It's from the book.
Go ahead.
It says he moved through Padme's apartment like a shadow, like a ghost at a feast. He didn't touch anything. He looked at everything. It felt like I never saw him before. How could she do this to me? Sometimes the closest ones are the last ones to notice. How could she do this to him? How could he do this to her? In the Force, the whole apartment sucked like Obi-Wan. His fingers caressed the curvy black of the couch. Here, Obi-Wan sat here. Anakin surrounded the couch and sat in the same spot. His hand naturally fell into the contagious seat, and there he felt an echo of Padme. The dragon whispered to him, "That's too close for casual conversation." This was a different kind of fear, colder, more disgusting.
Wow, that's a little creepy.
The book itself is beautiful. The writing is just impeccable. For something like that to be in a book about a movie that everybody at first hated, like if you would have read the book and then watched the movie, your opinion would have been completely different, because you would have been thinking of that when Obi-Wan went to go talk to Padme about Anakin. That would have been in your head, and that was just beautiful.
Yeah, that's
I am ultimately biased. I watched Revenge of the Sith last night. Oh boy. I'm gonna have to. I was gonna have to have my vote. It's an incredible film. Absolutely incredible. I cried like 5 times.
Plus, as a guy, you can't admit that you cried to a movie unless it wins. So yeah.
Yeah.
Like that movie legit moved me to tears when you see like all the Jedi dying. Like that was heartbreaking.
Master Skywalker.
I cried when Darth Vader died in Luke.
What are we going to do?
Or like when Keontae Mundi jumps over and he's running across the bridge, he's like, "Come on!" Turns around, they're all just pointing their guns at him. That part hits me so
Kit
hard.
Fisto.
Yeah.
the part that broke my heart the
They
most.
did Kit Fisto so dirty.
I'm sorry. The part that broke my heart the most is when they shot down. What's his name? I'm spacing. Come on,
Plo
help me.
Koon?
Plo
Kit
Koon.
Fisto or Plo Koon?
Yeah,
Yeah,
they didn't give it like Plo Koon went out like such a chump, man. Like they didn't even give him a chance to fight with his lightsaber. Everybody else got to fight. Like they got to at least block some blaster bolts or something.
Because they knew if he had the opportunity to actually defend himself,
The
he
kid-
would have lived. So
The
they had to
Padawan
find a way
had
to
a better
kill him.
action scene.
Like it sucked. it was like, dude, Plo Koon is dope, man. Why? And they didn't even
Padawan
give him
had
a chance
way
to
better
fight
action
back.
scene than Plo Koon.
Yeah.
It was like,
No, I think the worst part of that
only-
movie is when
Go on,
the worst
Tyler.
part of that movie is when
Me and
is
Tyler
when
thinking the
Mace
same
Windu and
thing.
his Jedi
Oh,
and Palpatine just easily kills 3 Master Jedis like that, which is not
Like
even like
punks.
going through a huge battle scene. Like, yes, I get
Actually-
it. Sidious is amazing. He's an amazing Sith, but at least go down with the fight.
like 3. No, my thing is 3.
three like
Well, like,
bastards.
Master Jedis, like dope Jedis, not no punk Jedis, like Master Jedi. He took them out like they weren't even there. Like he stabbed,
Are we really sure we want to
stabbed.
vote Revenge of the Sith?
The only one that gave him any chance was, and Mace beat him. But then he played that, oh my God, I am weak. And as soon as Anakin cut off his hands, he just blasted him out the window. All this power, like, dude, Sidious is the master
Well,
at deception.
what kills me?
No. I think what it was that
So what
scream right
kills me,
before he
though-
jumped. Right before he jumped to attack him, he goes, and they got so freaked out that they just gave up.
Ian
And that was the thing. So in the
is
like, if you learn anything from Kit Fisto, he was one of the most well-trained lightsaber duelists, other than Mace and Yoda. And they didn't even get Kit Fisto a freaking chance.
Yeah, that sucked.
To even show his abilities. It was It was such a poor flail. It was like and just gone. It was over.
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, one more thing that I will say is wrong with the movie is when Obi-Wan's talking to Padme Padme, and he's like, I saw a hologram of Anakin killing younglings, and Ewan McGregor almost laughs. He has to cover his mouth. And, like, a lot of people don't know that he was actually like covering his laugh because he could not get through that line without almost laughing.
That's hilarious. Okay, let's move on. The next one is going to be Solo versus the Clone Wars animated film. Now, before everybody gets there, because I know I heard it on the Instagram, I looked at the Instagram and TikTok posts, that the anime is not a movie. It is. It was actually released by Lucasfilms as a standalone movie, so it can be included in this list. Go.
I'm going to say Solo because someone else take it. Someone else.
I'm giving it to Solo.
Fair, Garrison?
I'll be honest with you. I don't really care enough about either movie to make a decision.
That's kind of how I feel too.
Both movies are just they're at the bottom of, I take that back. They're the bottom 5 for me. I already have the bottom 3. Y'all know what my bottom 3 are. They're the next 2, so I'm just
I'm gonna have to go with Solo.
Me personally, I love the Clone Wars because it basically was the first showing of all the clones, Rex. It brought in Ahsoka, and it established Ahsoka's and Anakin's relationship. So I really enjoyed it. A lot of people don't like it, and I think they could have done a better job at making the movie. The movie kind of sucked. The overall animation and everything was just dude, this is terrible. The storyline wasn't that great in it at all, but I liked it. It introduced us to a lot of the characters that we love today, but I have to go with Solo on this one. Solo is just a better movie all the way around. It has so much more to offer. Yeah,
I think live action beats cartoon. As much as I don't really have an opinion between these two movies, I just not a big fan of most cartoons, and so live action I think wins out.
Tyler, what do you think?
I'm gonna have to agree in Solo. Both of them are really good, but would I want to sit down and actually watch any one of them? I think I'd rather pick another Star Wars besides those two, so I'm just gonna say Solo.
CJ.
Ouch. Solo. Hands down.
That was an easy win for Solo.
Oh, this is a sad round.
Buy this a box set to learn how to play Sabacc.
That was a really bum out round. But we know if Rogue One came, Rogue One would have smashed Clone Wars. Oh, yeah, so definitely. Either one. Yeah. Rogue One's a good...
Then I'd have voted Clone Wars.
Okay, we all voted on Solo on that one, so let's move on to the next one. The next one we have is A New Hope versus The Force Awakens.
All right, wait.
Garrison, go.
Wait. It is literally the same movie. It is the original and the copy. It's the same movie.
Yes.
It's the first one they made, and then it's a Disney copy of it.
Yeah.
So, what is... Oh, man,
New Hope.
New Hope.
I'm going to New Hope.
Beats
I'm sorry.
copying.
If it's killing Harrison Ford and having Harrison Ford go on, I'm keeping Harrison Ford. It's A New Hope. I'm sorry.
Leave Harrison Ford alone. Let him rest.
The Force Awakens is a great movie, but I am in agreement with Garrison that it's just a copy. The characters, BB-8, Rey, everybody, they got their parts. They did a great job. I think the movie was well executed. The scoring on that movie was great. The visual effects was great. Compared to what they had in 77, I mean, it just dominates on visual effects and all that stuff. The technology is way better at the point that they created the movie, but I have to go with A New Hope on this one. It's just, the Phantom Menace just left me kind of what the just happened? What did I just watch? Yeah.
So that's Garrison and Kyle for A New Hope. I'm guessing Tyler's going to go with A New Hope as well.
I'm going for A New Hope.
Fair. CJ? Come on, CJ, talk to me. Fine. I'm going to go against what the listeners may think. A New Hope, fair enough. Despite my deep love of Rey, I'm going to have to go with A New Hope because it's where it all started. The Force Awakens
done the impossible.
You've done the impossible. I feel
We've convinced Charlie
defeated.
to betray the sequels. What is happening?
I feel broken. I feel like a shell of a man.
Wow.
No, I think it's a unanimous vote for A New Hope.
Yeah, I think it's unanimous too. I kind of figured that's the way it was going to go, but we never know.
Rey, I'm sorry. I love you.
All right, moving on. Now we have The Empire Strikes Back against The Last Jedi. I don't even think we need to vote on this because The Last Jedi was the most terrible movie ever made in Star Wars.
And ESB all round.
And they just insulted Marker by making him just vanish, and he didn't even get a fight. He just stood there and wasn't even really there. That was like the most terrible ending in a movie that I had ever seen. This man could force project an entire ship in the Legends side of Star Wars and fool everybody, but he can't force project himself without dying. It just didn't make no sense. Rian Johnson, I'm sorry, but they should not have let him direct that movie. I think it could have been way better if somebody else directed that movie. But that's just my personal opinion.
Kyle has some thoughts and feelings.
CJ.
But yeah, you...
So the biggest thing is that I have a wonderful niece talking in the background, but a very strong hatred for The Last Jedi. Mia, come here. I have a strong distaste for The Last Jedi. Strong. And I mean, like, if I could see Rian Johnson in person, I'd punch him. Strong distaste.
I had a feeling that it would be a unanimous vote for Empire Strikes Back. I mean, no disrespect to The Last Jedi or the beautiful cinematography, because it is beautiful visually, but it falls short. So Empire Strikes Back.
Tyler, what do you think?
Oh, Empire Strikes Back, hands down. I don't think The Last Jedi can even compete.
Has Garrison converted you to his sequel-hating ways?
Hey, you guys think I brought him on? You guys think I brought him on so we'd have an odd number? I brought him on because we think exactly the same.
Garrison didn't have to convince me. The sequels they convinced, not Garrison.
Hey, good one.
Hi, Mia.
Hello, how are you?
Say hi into the mic. So I got her this Grogu a little while back, and now she sleeps in Grogu nightgowns, and my lovely
yes,
best friend's
convert
wife is
them
now
when
giving
they're
me
young.
the dirtiest look because she already has a Pokemon obsession and a Spider-Man obsession, and now I'm starting another Star Wars thing.
Excellent.
And it's causing another obsession.
Hail Grogu.
And I'm getting the dirtiest look. Yeah. Hail Grogu. Say hi to everybody real fast.
Baby Yoda.
Come on. Now you're all shy.
So cute. Oh, no.
So I guess it's a unanimous
You wanna go back
decision
and play?
that Empire Strikes Back won that round without
You want to put that on?
I think so.
any problems. Moving down the list, our next one is going to be Revenge of the Sith versus The Last Skywalker.
The Rise of Skywalker.
Or The Rise of Skywalker. Whatever. It's not even. They ain't.
Hey. What's your name? Ray. Ray what? Ray Skywalker. No, it's not. Shut up. Revenge of the Sith wins.
I need listeners to know that Garrison did not have his cap on, so his hair was...
Hold on. Please.
I'm waiting.
This isn't even an argument? We already know who's winning?
Yes, it is. Shut
Next.
up. The Rise of Skywalker was a good film, and I will defend that to my grave.
You can't just take somebody's last name. You just can't.
Yes,
I'm sorry.
you can.
You just can't be like, oh, they're all dead. I'm going to take your last name.
She
I'm
had
sorry.
no one.
You're not
She
doing
had
it. Go away.
nothing.
Hey, I would have kept.
She's a Palpatine. She
My
just needs
thing
to
is-
own up to it.
I'm sorry, I would have took the last name Palpatine. Like, hey, my grandfather was dope. He took over the entire universe. He might have been a dick, but it's all right.
He orchestrated the Clone Wars. He killed Plagueis. He caused Darth Maul's demise. He watched Count Dooku die. The man is BA as hell, and you're gonna sit there and go to Skywalker, who caused all the problems?
Hey, in Plagueis'
Come on
defense,
now.
he did get him drunk.
Come on.
Hey, hold on.
I feel
He
that.
still won.
Just the heroes have to find a spy that can give them information on a dagger, which then can be used to find a wayfinder, which then leads to a planet where the Empire's hiding, which is and that's the actual plot of a movie. They have to find a spy to give them information on a dagger, which can be used to find a wayfinder, which then leads to a planet, which then they find the Emperor. That's the actual
The
plot.
only thing
Someone got paid millions
The only thing that
to make
got
that
me,
plot.
The only thing that got me in that movie was Carrie Fisher go. Like, that is the only thing that got me to cry. It was watching Carrie Fisher finally go.
In the defense of The
That
Rise of
was it.
Skywalker,
That is
the
the
only
only thing
reason
they
it
did
ends
right.
up being that way is because Rian Johnson made it like that. It was not J.J. Abrams' fault. They worked with what they had, which was absolutely nothing. You
Okay,
cannot
but we're
argue
not-
that. No. You cannot
My
argue.
4-year-old niece could have wrote a better script.
we're not arguing on who's the better director. Because,
I
we'll
know
give it to
we're
them.
not. I know.
No, because it's J.J.
They worked with
Abrams.
what they had. Good on them.
Because it's
we're
J.J.
arguing what's the better movie.
I'm gonna vote for Rise of Skywalker because it is beautiful. It's everything I wanted. Let me have it.
Okay.
You beast.
You wanted that plot?
Okay.
You wanted her to freak out killing Chewie, and then nope, joke's on you. We're not killing Chewie. Come on, come on. And then you give him his medal.
I think that the movie itself was a good movie if it would have been a standalone movie. If it was just like if they called it like...
Agreed.
If they called it like Star Frontier or something, like it was a whole different movie, it was a good movie when it comes to that. But being part of the Star Wars saga, to end the Star Wars saga with Rey, the Flying Jedi, killing the dopest, hell, Sidious Sith ever. Dude survived death. Dude cloned himself. The guy is like super dope, and she killed him the easiest way possible. Like basically they used Revenge of the Sith, and she had 2 lightsabers instead of 1 like Mace Windu did, and killed him, blasted him completely away.
Yeah.
It was just terrible. It was just, and then for her not to take Palpatine's throne just kind of disappointed me. I thought that would have been a great ending, like join the Sith, let Sith keep ruling. That would have been great. But I just didn't like the way that they finished the saga. I think Disney really like dropped the ball on that. They could have done it way better. Just to end a 9-part movie, just end it like that. Like really, y'all couldn't come up with something better than Palpatine survived like on some crazy planet that ain't nobody ever heard of. You know what I'm saying? Through a nebula system, they flew an entire legion of rebel ships through this thing that it looked like it was very hard for.
They just copied
Kylo Ren.
what they did with Luke.
So I'm guessing I'm the only one voting for Rise of Skywalker.
Yes, I think you are.
Yeah.
Okay. Fair.
Honestly, we could dedicate a whole episode to my passion of trashing this movie. So.
Okay.
Right.
It's been out
So
3
when we
years
have
and I
those
still have
debates,
not
Just
seen
let
this.
Garrison
me?
talk.
So moving on, we have Solo versus A New Hope. Go.
New Hope.
Oh,
Easy.
A New Hope.
So easy.
Totally.
A New
New Hope.
Straight up.
A New Hope.
It's unanimous.
Yeah.
The New Hope.
Done.
As sad as it's coming out of my mouth, A New Hope.
A New Hope
Yeah.
is the winner
Just
of that
boom.
go around. And there ain't even no discussion. We all know that New Hope was way better movie, just overall, completely. There ain't even nothing that I could say to even make Solo sound good enough to be in competition against the New Hope. That's how easy it was to pick this. So moving on to the next one, and this is going to be a hard one, is Revenge of the Sith versus Empire Strikes Back.
Oh.
Flip.
I'm going to have to go with Revenge of the Sith.
I'm going to go with Revenge of the Sith as well. I'll agree with you on this one, Charlie.
I grew up watching Revenge of the Sith. I'm going Revenge of the Sith.
My only thing
My
about
shop.
Empire Strikes Back is I hate the ending. I really don't like the ending to Empire Strikes Back. It just hangs. It just sits there, and frustrating.
I mean, I'm fine with a non-happy ending. Like, I'm fine with things ending badly, but the ending was a little bit like, wait, that's it? Like,
it felt
that was
very
kinda
sudden.
weird.
Whereas
Yeah.
Revenge of the Sith is, I describe it as almost like a symphony. It has a beginning and a middle and a crescendo and a conclusion, and it's this wonderful sort of. I can't find the words. I'm tired. You know what I mean?
Not to mention, it's the most, like, Empire Strikes Back, though, is, like, the most misquoted movie of all time.
Oh my god, yes.
This was very hard for me to choose from because I am a large Empire Strikes Back fan. I think the movie was one of the best Star Wars movies that there is. And both of the movies, to me, equal out about the same. I think the one that put it over the end is the Luke Skywalker and Darth Vader fight at the end, and then the Anakin and Obi-Wan. I think the choreography on Empire Strikes Back was just terrible. I think that they could have done way better. Like, you kind of already knew that what was going to happen before it happened on both of them, but it seemed like on Revenge of the Sith, it could go either way. Like, it was like back and forth, and you never got that feeling of excitement. The most exciting part to me in the actual lightsaber duels was when Darth Vader said, "I am your father." That was like the key moment of the movie. It was like, oh my God. But to feel Ewan McGregor, and I said you could truly feel his compassion and heartache over him having to take Anakin out was the thing, I'm gonna have to go with Revenge of the Sith.
I just don't think a whole lot of movies can build that character development between Anakin and Obi-Wan and that relationship that they had and the bond that they had, and then it just gets broken. There's not a whole lot of movies that can beat that feeling you get watching it.
I'm sorry, ESB. I think it's unanimous.
Let CJ put in his point.
No.
Oh, okay.
Hold on.
Oh, wait. We're forgetting.
I will see you in hell. Empire Strikes Back.
Yeah, we're forgetting Han Solo and Boba Fett are in Empire Strikes Back.
Yes, but
Yeah, but
And it's not because of that.
We're forcing CJ to
It's
choose
not
against
because
two
of
of his
that.
daddies.
Hold on. No, so let me get my point across here. Yes, Revenge of the Sith, beautiful. But you gotta think, 2008, everything was coming into flourishment for movies. 2008 was a year of perfection for movies. There's so many good movies that came out in 2008. Empire was its own dynamite itself. It was literally the #1 movie that year. Revenge of the Sith had so many competitors and still almost won top movie of the year. Empire was top movie of the year. But the thing I have to say about this is it was hard for me to pick this one. It was. I'm a big Obi-Wan fan. Literally Empire, everybody wanted to know what happened between clones, not Empire. I'm a big Sith, like Revenge of the Sith fan, but everybody wanted to know what happened between Clone Wars and Revenge, that they made 7 seasons of a cartoon for it. Now we're sitting there and we're arguing about this, and it's hard for me to argue this because like both movies, literally it goes Empire, Revenge, and then everything else. But I have to go with Empire. I have to be the one guy. Empire. It's just Empire.
Hey, I'm gonna be honest. I'm still gonna go with Revenge of the Sith, but that was one compelling argument.
it's so hard to pick these two movies because to me they are my 2 favorite movies out of the entire saga. Like, it is so hard because of the simple fact that you just got so much from each one of the movies. And being somebody that grew up, it's like the very first movie that I remember seeing in the theater. But I remember going to see it because they had a special viewing. My mom took me to see it, and I was blown away that George created this. It's always been one of my favorite movies until Revenge of the Sith came out. And then I was like, oh my God, I can't believe that they made such an amazing film with this movie. I kind of feel like a traitor, but Revenge of the Sith was just a better overall story to me. And it had way more compelling things that I could argue against than Empire had. Like, there was a lot of things I'm like, okay, well, it had this. You know, I'm checking off my list and I'm like, Empire Strikes Back didn't cover a lot of the things that I would put in my top reasons to pick a movie as one of my favorite movies of all time. I mean, it does. It didn't hold up against Revenge of the Sith. Go ahead, CJ.
You have Han Solo shooting at Darth Vader with no mercy, sees his future father-in-law, and just starts blasting.
Well, in Han's defense, he didn't know that
Darth Vader wanted
was.
to have a family dinner. It doesn't matter. There was a family dinner about to happen. He started firing. He don't care. He just don't.
Well, you know Han
Sees a
shoots
guy with a
first,
black
so
mask and a
Han shoots
cape
first, so
and starts blasting.
okay, so that's
Oh yeah. Well,
that's,
and
is that
it was
3,
it was hard.
4 for Revenge of the Sith, and 1 for ESB?
yes, ma'am, it is.
I will say this: if Empire Strikes Back was created the same year as Revenge of the Sith, then I think it'd be a whole other story.
Yeah, that's true.
2008 was a
whole
really
different-
good year.
It was.
Like, we had Dark Knight, Quantum of Solace, and Revenge of the Sith all in the
hello,
same
Mr.
year.
IMBD.
I told you. I told you guys. It was hard.
Like-
it was a hard thing to pick.
No, if you had to pick one year for all movies, I think 2008 might be it. Like,
Okay,
if you could only watch
Yeah,
movies from
but
one
it
year,
was
it
hard
might be
because,
2008.
let's move on. We are down to the wire. We have A New Hope versus Revenge of the Sith,
Far out. The championship, huh?
Wow.
which is a very, very...
Revenge.
The creating...
Revenge of the Sith.
Oh,
Hey,
I'm
hey,
sorry.
hey,
Hey,
let Kyle speak, and then I want to speak.
I have to say that Revenge of the Sith is
I'm
the
sorry,
better
guys.
movie. But I will argue that if they came out with A New Hope and Revenge of the Sith at the same time, it'd
Different
be
story.
a different story. Because New Hope, they had very limited resources to create it.
Right.
But we also have to remember
Like-
that Revenge of the Sith, to me, has an overall better story than A New Hope did. Like, the story was just, to me, it was was better. I really think that George put his foot into that writing when he created Revenge of the Sith.
Right. I think like tradition and like being the original can only take you so far. Like, don't get me wrong, I love New Hope, but I think Revenge of the Sith might win. But I do like what you guys said, how
that
if
was
they
very
made it
controversial.
like, more modern. If we could see that fight between Obi-Wan and Darth Vader and like actually have, because it was old, they kind of like, it was more slow, and you know what I mean, is the first Star Wars. If we could see that fight, we would love to see that. Like, any of us would love to see that the first time they fought after he's become like full Darth Vader.
I think while as much as you can sit here and say that Revenge of the Sith wouldn't be here if we didn't have A New Hope, but looking at it objectively as which is the better movie, I'd have to say that Revenge of the Sith has a better story, better character development, better visuals, better music score, I hate to do it, but I'm sorry, my vote has to go with Revenge of the Sith. It really does.
Tyler, what do you think?
But it's a close one.
Revenge of the Sith. I don't know. Maybe I'm just attached to Revenge of the Sith for some reason. But I think if they were created in the same year, whether back in 1970, I don't know, 80, I don't know, whatever it was.
1977.
78?
I think 77. There it is. I think it would be a different question. But I think my heart is just set on Revenge of the Sith.
Same.
Okay, CJ.
That was hard.
It's up to you.
Well, it's not really everybody pick Revenge of the Sith, but I want to hear CJ's point of view.
I think
So my biggest thing is with this is that A New Hope did start it, and we wanted to know what happened. We wanted to know how Vader became Vader, where Luke came from, where Leia came from, so on and so forth. I am an original trilogy fan. I watched that first, but my first in-theater movie was Revenge of the Sith. And I honestly feel that Revenge of the Sith really gave a sense of completion as a child for me for this trilogy. It was, hey, this and that, this is what happened, this is what made Vader, this is why Obi-Wan did this is where Luke came from, and so on and so forth. And it just, Revenge of the Sith tied the knot in the shoot, like the perfect knot to give us what we want to know. Yes, Clone Wars gave us more, and Solo gave us Han Solo's story and all these fun things, but Revenge of the Sith gave us why Anakin was so mad and betrayed, why Obi-Wan was so preserved, and why Yoda was on Dagobah, and all these things. And it just gave us the perfect segue into 4, 5, and 6. Also, completely on topic, but not. There's a lightsaber move called the Obi-Annie because of that fight scene in Revenge of the Sith.
I have never mastered it.
It was that good. It is that good, though. That movie was so good, they named a lightsaber move after it. You don't see it in the other movies. You don't have a lightsaber move named after any other character in any other movies, but the Obi-Annie did. It was that controversial. So I have to give it to Revenge of the Sith.
So unanimously, we picked Revenge of the Sith as the best movie. Lightsaber Radio has spoken. Okay.
That was hard.
I have spoken.
Now, let me tell you what social media picked overall. Social media went down to Empire Strikes Back. Now, the winner, the first person by time that picked the same as we did was Darth Tyrannus on...
Yeah.
Instagram. He was the very first person to pick.
He was. Congratulations.
Dooku.
And I think right now that we need to get to our sponsor of the day. Do you want to live in a galaxy that is safe and secure? A galaxy free of war and tyranny. A truly free galaxy. Then enlist in the Empire Armed Forces. Get the training you need to be a positive member of galactic society. All you have to do is go down to your local recruitment office and sign up. The Empire needs people like you.
This message was approved by the Emperor Palpatine. None of the above statements are true, and the Empire takes no responsibility for your killing occupation of a planet to enslave its people and conquer its inhabitants.
That is our sponsor of the day. Now let's move on to what we got next, Charlie.
It is time to move on to everybody's favorite section.
The Holonet News and Rumors.
Now, I am drowning in news this week, so unless anybody else has got anything big they wanted to get to, I know CJ had some stuff with some toys. Garrison, anything?
I had just one thing. I know you guys had a little bit more than me. I don't know if you guys found this already, but apparently with an interview with Robert Rodriguez, who's one of the filmmakers behind the upcoming Book of Boba series, or Book of Boba. Have you guys heard anything about that?
I've heard some rumors some rumors.
Some rumors. So, according to StarWarsNews.net, apparently folks at Collider were chatting with Robert Rodriguez, and he just said, well, I'll read his quote based off of what Star Wars Newsnet said. He said, I can't say anything about it right now, but it's coming out in December. Wait until you see what's coming. It's going to blow your mind. That's all I can say. I can talk it up all I want because I know it over-delivers. It way over-delivers. People are going to be so pumped when they see it. That's a pretty bold statement to say that it over-delivers.
The bar is
That's
now...
Super high, super duper high.
It was already high. This is Boba Fett we're talking about. And to say it over-delivers, this has got to,
Yep, Boba Fett.
correct me if I'm wrong, over-delivers means it's one of the best Star Wars things to come out, period.
We are
To say that it
blessed.
over-delivers. Yeah.
CJ, did you have anything for us this week?
I have 3 things I want to share because I know you and I went back and forth on a lot of the same things, but there's 3 things I had that you didn't pick up or find, which
Go
I don't
ahead.
blame you. You have a lot. Disney/Lucasfilm drops Vision-related merchandise, as in shirts, socks, hats, and shorts.
Ooh.
And it's on Disney website
Take my
right
money.
Does it give us any clues to the series? Is it just logos? Is it...
now. It's a variety of things. I really didn't tear through it all, but a lot of it's in the Japanese anime writing style, and you get a couple of photos from the episodes of the characters, but nothing in particular that I saw. I skimmed through it real fast because it says new merchandise on the website, and I immediately wrote it down for the notes for the show.
You're a journalist, CJ. We expect better. I'm joking.
Yeah, I know. Entertainment Earth drops anime Mandalorian toy line and more toys.
Toys? More
So
toys.
Entertainment Earth is a toy company that, yes. So Entertainment Earth makes Japanese style toys mainly, and they dropped a Mandalorian styled Japanese toy line, and they're, from what I heard and what comments are, this is all speculation and rumor. They are dropping a Empire Strikes Back and a few other movie line of toys.
Okay.
And
Right on.
the last thing I have is the argument that everybody is having right now is Luke better than Ahsoka. That
Yes.
has literally been everywhere.
better
TikTok,
than Ahsoka.
Instagram.
What? Y'all are crazy. Ahsoka uses 2 lightsabers.
We're not gonna get into
She almost
this.
killed Maul.
I think we are getting into it.
Like, dude, Ahsoka is dope. She took down
Oh,
Vader.
we're getting into it. Okay.
Like her first try. It took Luke. Luke got his head cut off, had
So-
to come back in a whole nother movie to get him. Like, no, hell no. Ahsoka's dope.
Are we talking in his prime, though?
And Vader
Luke
had
in
to
his
save
prime
him
would
because
beat
he couldn't
Ahsoka.
even fight him. No, Ahsoka
Luke in
was
his prime would
trained
not beat
by
Ahsoka.
Anakin. Obi-Wan. Hold on. Listen to me.
The
Ahsoka
chosen one will not
was
be.
trained. Hold on. I see this. I see you coming at me. Listen though. Ahsoka was trained by Obi-Wan, Anakin, Yoda, and Plo Koon. Left the Order, turned around, joined the Mandalorians, took over Mandalore, defeated Maul, almost defeated Vader, defeated in the Mandalorian, I can't remember her name, and turned around and gave the Beskar spear to the Mandalorian, and now is getting her own TV show to explain even more. Luke, yeah, he had his own movies, but he was trained by Obi-Wan for maybe a good 15 minutes. He was trained by Yoda for maybe a couple days, and he had to read the books by himself. Ahsoka did it by the Jedi Order. She was part of the greatest galactic war to ever happen. It's Ahsoka.
Okay, let's ask.
I will see your well-trained badass and raise you a chosen one.
Okay, wait a minute. Let's distinguish what we're arguing here. Let's really distinguish this. Okay,
I thought we were on news and rumors.
we are, but we got to get this out of the way. Are we talking about just a lightsaber duel, or are we talking about force ability?
Overall.
We're talking about who would beat who in a fight.
This is an overall argument.
Overall, I don't know. I might have to go with Luke because
Yeah,
Luke
this is an overall argument.
Yeah, Luke force abilities. Luke was way
Agreed.
better in force abilities. If we're going off of lightsaber dueling, Ahsoka's
Oh.
gonna kill Luke. There's no question about
If you
that.
I'll agree with that. If you take the force out of it and they're just sword fighting, Ahsoka's gonna wipe the floor with him. But Luke is the chosen one.
That's
like
fair.
he and you say he's only been trained a little bit. Obi-Wan like stays with him. You know what I mean? Like he's constantly like whispering in his ear throughout the movies. You know what I mean? Like he's getting more training, I think, and I think he progresses a lot, and that's symbolized in like when he comes
Go
back
to
in Return of the
Dagobah.
Jedi, and he just walks in like
Learn
a
from
total
Master
like he's
Yoda.
a full Jedi. You know, like Yeah, I think Luke would beat Ahsoka if we're taking into account
I don't know.
everything.
It's just the biggest thing is that's the argument everybody's having right now, and it made me laugh. But 10-1, the second Ahsoka sensed who he was, there wouldn't be a fight. It would be 5 minutes, and then they'd be talking about Anakin. It'd become cool. This is gonna be the most badass fight ever. To the most emotional scene I've ever seen. Like, I'm sorry, it's just it. It wouldn't be a fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we know there would. Yeah, that's fair. That's
Okay, so what else we got on news and rumors?
I'll go ahead because I've got far too much. I'm going to try and split this up into sort of a couple of different sections. So the first section is celebrity-related stuff. Giancarlo Esposito has been a little troll on Twitter. He reshared a screen grab from one of the last episodes of him fighting Mando. And he tweeted saying the Mandalorian is now the rightful owner of the Darksaber, but for how long?
Oh, spoilers.
He's been... Yeah. He's been hinting and being a bit cheeky, so I think the fan base has been quite overexcited, if you ask me. Everyone's favourite Lord of the Rings actor, Elijah Wood, has said he's ready and willing to join the live-action Star Wars universe. I don't know about you guys, but I'd love that.
Stick his ass in a droid.
Exactly. Lucasfilm are currently hiring even more staff, including a production assistant.
I'm available.
Yeah.
You're available?
Me too.
Brilliant.
I'm available.
Guys, Lucasfilm, if you're listening, Garrison is available for all roles.
I just want to be in a movie so bad. Start my acting career. I have abs. That's what it takes, right? You just
shove
need
my
abs.
ass in an R2 unit. I don't care. I just want to be in a movie.
Oh, you guys are too much.
I'll be the bartender to get shot in his face. It's all right. I'm down.
I'll be a Silic dancer.
You're already in Star Wars. Shush. We've had some kind of interesting legal news. I don't know if you guys knew this, but when Disney bought the Star Wars properties, the authors of the Star Wars novels stopped receiving royalties and stopped receiving money. And author of Splinter of the Mind's Eye, which has been a question on Charlie's Impossible Quiz, Alan Dean Foster has stepped up and publicly spoken out with the Science Fiction and Fantasy Writers of America in support of Scarlett Johansson's choice to sue Disney for not paying her enough money.
That's
And I am shocked to learn that these authors who dedicated all of this time and energy to these books that mean so much to us get nothing.
Right.
Yeah, that's...
With the whole Scarlett Johansson thing, I'd have to read, like, I don't have much of an opinion on that. Like, I'd have to read the contract and really see what happened.
Well,
That's
you know what I
fair.
mean? Because I don't know what the contract says, so I don't really
Exactly,
know.
because
But the fact that Star Wars writers aren't getting royalties anymore, that bugs me a bit.
you know, on both sides of it, like, so the Writers Guild should be stepping in for them and fighting for them. So I don't understand why they wouldn't be getting paid. But I mean, Disney is a powerhouse, and is the Disney writers like, or the Lucasfilm writers, was the contract just with George Lucas, and then once George Lucas sold out, that contract was null and void? Is it some type of, like Garrison said, like, until we like read the contracts, it's kind of hard to really see which way it went. So I don't know which side to go. Of course, if I think that the writers ain't getting paid, I think that's a very bad thing, because they created that content, and it doesn't matter if it's Disney or Lucas or whoever owns them, they should be getting paid for their work. They did the work. They should be getting paid for it. Now, the Scarlett Johansson, I think, Disney, you suck. She's fine. You should pay her. No, that's just my little way. Give her her damn money.
Fine.
But, hell, Darth Disney for, screwing people over. They're falling into the dark side realm.
Well, the biggest thing is like, we know Warner Brothers likes to screw over their people a lot, have problems, and I never expected Disney to do this after watching what happened with Gal Gadot and Margot Robbie and all that. The fact that Disney is turning around and doing that to them, or to her in particular, you finally give her her own movie and you do this to her? Like, come on, you guys pushed it off, and then finally dropped it, and you're only giving her the money for the movie sales that are in theaters, and then turning around and not giving her the Disney Plus premium, whatever it is, money on top of that. That's not right. Like, this was her, like, I loved her acting in this movie. It was a great little in-between story. It was funny, it had heart, it had emotion, it had action, and she put her all into this because this was her movie, and you guys just didn't care. And we're like, nope, we're just gonna give you this, and you can just deal with it. That's not right. The same thing with the writers of the books. I don't care about the books as much. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love the books.
A controversial
But
statement.
those guys put a lot of time and effort. Hold on, let me finish. Hold on. these guys put a lot of heart, effort, and time into these books, and you guys just said, screw you. We don't care about you. And that's it. And that's not fair to them. That's not right. Disney got to kind of own up and be the bigger person here. These guys and Scarlett put a lot of time, effort, and love into this, and they deserve the pay. Royalties or not. You just be the bigger person.
And it's not like they don't have the money to pay them. Man, Disney's making gazillion dollars, so they have the money to pay them. I don't see why they wouldn't pay them.
Anyway,
it makes no sense to me.
we disappeared on a little bit of a tangent. I'm going to bring us back. 2 new Star Wars series were announced via the Disney Plus Spain Twitter account. They're not anything, I guess, major, but one of them's called Galaxy of Sounds, which I'm guessing is one of those sort of screensaver, you put it on and it's background noise, I guess, for the kids. And there's also a new animated series called Galaxy of Creatures, which is also aimed at kids and looks absolutely adorable. There's been a bunch of game news, which is super exciting. There's been, I think we talked about a few episodes back, the Galaxy's Edge VR game. There's been some updates for the storylines. You can now play as a youngling, a bounty hunter, and IG-88, like play as IG-88, which I think is so cool. And there's also something called the First Order Emergence storyline, and it launches on the 15th of September for Oculus.
That sounds dope.
Can you play as a youngling in the Jedi Temple when they execute Order 66?
I mean, I don't know if it'll go that far, but we'll see. Mod the game and then you do it.
Master Skywalker, there are too many of them. What are you going to do?
Master Skywalker.
I want to play as that kid.
There's also been a bunch of new toy stuff / merch. Take my money. There are 2 new Lego Star Wars sets for the Mandalorian. There's the 2021 Advent Calendar, which includes Mando, Grogu, and his little hover pram. And there's also a kids play set for the Armorer's Forge, which looks so cool. On top of that, Downtown Disney have started releasing their Halloween merchandise, which includes some Star Wars stuff, a little tiny R2 unit, a little R2 unit with a witch hat called R6 Witch. And I will shut up in a minute. I'm sorry, listeners. All you've done is listen to me bang on for the last 10 minutes. There's been a reissuing of Star Wars original soundtracks on vinyl in Japan, and all of the covers have original artwork on. I need them. I need all of them. I don't even have a record player.
Yeah, that's dope. Arigato. I want that. Yeah.
I think that's it. I think I'm done. If that's everybody done. Oh no, CJ, I'm so sorry. Go ahead.
It's all good. I just want to say something about the Padawan thing real fast, because I don't want to be a Padawan.
You don't want to be a youngling in the Jedi Temple.
Because being in the Jedi Temple, no, who would? I'm sorry, you have one of the the chosen one slaying you down. No, I'm good. I'm good.
Hey, if you don't want to go be a youngling,
it just sounds dark. It sounds like PTSD.
Go play Vader Immortal, because that's basically the same. But
I've already played it, and I would rather do that.
Fair.
I would rather do that. At least Vader's Vader then. I don't want to see the guy that I idolize strike me down.
Well, I'm guessing if that's it for news and rumors, are you guys ready to have your ass handed to you for the impossible quiz?
Charlie's Impossible Quiz.
It's prequel themed this week.
Wow, that's gonna be
DJ, I expect...
I am okay with
All right, we are ready. We're ready.
Tyler has reappeared.
Yeah,
I really wish we could show the audio, listeners.
Yeah, I'm glad Mark isn't on here because he would totally call out the fact that we're sitting in a closet together.
How close of a brothership do y'all have?
And it looks like you guys are hugging
Sometimes
it
it's
out.
a little too close.
Okay,
Right.
All right.
let's go.
Okay. As the quizmaster, I'm going to decree that Garrison, because you've got somebody literally in the same space as you guys can confer and collate points together.
Let's go. Okay, we're ready.
You guys, since
still
Garrison
gonna
has
lose.
such a terrible track record.
Why do I feel so nervous right now? I feel like the police is knocking on my door and I have a house full of drugs or something.
Are you ready? Are you ready? Which famous actor was originally going to be the voice of General Grievous?
I have no idea.
Oh,
Guesses?
why did I forget?
Morgan Freeman.
I mean, an interesting choice, but no.
It was a
Sean
random
Connery.
guess, dude. Come on.
No. Oh, Gary Oldman.
Is it a low? Oh, that makes sense.
Really?
However, He actually pulled out of the role because he was the only actor on set who was part of the Screen Actors Guild.
Wow. So he knew he was getting screwed over, so he was like, nope, I'm out.
Question number 2. George Lucas has only made a cameo in one film. Which film and who was he?
Empire Strikes Back.
CJ?
He was in Attack of the Clones, and he was a senator from I can't remember the planet, but he was blue, and he was cameoed with his daughter.
Oh, God. You can have, since it's a 2-part question, you can have 1 point because you got the film wrong.
Was it the wrong movie? Mm-hmm. Oh, then
Phantom
it was...
Menace.
Okay, I was stuck between,
Garrison.
Revenge of
2
the
and 3.
Sith.
Yes,
Revenge of the
it was.
Sith.
It was Revenge of the
Yes.
Sith.
Thank you, CJ. I love you, man.
Yeah, his name is
Hey,
Baron.
it's fine.
I'm gonna butcher this. Baron Papanoida, and he is blue.
Interesting.
What?
Yeah,
Question?
you said that right.
You did. Did I? Oh, good. Question number 3. What was the working title for the
Yes,
Phantom
you did.
Menace? They're always really obscure and weird, and you think that Garrison?
Oh, never mind. You said it was obscure and weird, and
CJ?
Shadowhunter?
No. Kyle? Go on, have a guess.
Darth Vader's beginning.
No, it was originally titled The Dollhouse.
The Dollhouse. What the hell?
Yep.
There was no dollhouse in the movie.
the what?
I know.
I would have said like
What
Rise
were
of
you
Skywalker.
smoking, George boy?
That would have been funny.
Question number 4. What is the name of the librarian in the Jedi Archives?
Oh, the flippin' jerk.
Yeah. Yeah.
If it's not the archives, it doesn't exist. Shut up.
Oh, I know her name. Why can't I remember it? I know her name.
This is terrible.
Oh God. I can't. I don't.
5,
I don't know.
4, 3, 2, 1. Jocasta Nu.
Yes,
She survived
Yes,
Order
I knew that.
Yeah, she survived Order 66.
Question number 5. Which 90s boy band had scenes cut from Attack of the Clones?
NSYNC.
Garrison?
What's that? Everybody. Backstreet Boys.
No, Kyle got it.
Oh, what was it?
NSYNC.
NSYNC.
I didn't hear him.
Oh,
Oh,
it
I
was
didn't know
insane.
that.
Yeah. They filmed, they
kid-
were on the floor for the Battle of Genosis, but their scenes were cut because George didn't want
Wow.
super recognizable people, like as in like pop stars, to break the immersion.
I'm a Justin Timberlake fan. I knew that.
Hold on.
Oh God, I
Actually,
feel sorry for you, CJ.
She survived Order 66, the librarian.
Did she?
Yes. she
Yes, yes.
She would have been the
Jocasta
first one I
survived,
killed.
Yes.
Yes,
She
same.
went
Didn't give me the information. I love that. Oh, this is a good
The
one.
Inquisitor.
Question number 6. What settlement is Anakin Skywalker from? It has a name.
He says it in the movie. He says it in the movie. I want to go to. I want to go there to pick up the power converters. Where was he going to pick up the power converters?
No, you're
Oh
wrong.
man, what the?
It
No,
starts
because
with
originally
Nope, never mind then.
he was one of the Hutt's slaves first, wasn't he? So
Did we say Anakin or Luke?
Anakin.
Oh, Anakin.
What settlement is Anakin Skywalker from?
I don't know. CJ, what was you saying?
No, you and I were thinking the same thing.
Damn it, Mos Espa.
Oh yes.
oh flip, I knew that.
Did you?
Yeah, it's Mos Espa,
No,
Mos
no,
Yeah,
because
Eisley,
Mos
it-
Espa, Mos Eisley.
Okay.
Oh,
and then there's one more.
oh, I like this one. How many toes does Yoda have in The Phantom Menace? Garrison.
4.
No.
40.
Kyle. Well, yes, you're right.
I had my hand up first. I got my hand up before CJ did. He was slow. Tuck your lip in. It's gonna lick your
It's
chin.
fine.
Why didn't you? You jerk.
My internet
That was Tyler's
sucks.
fault. He's not fulfilling his like council duties. Okay?
Tyler, this is terrible. This is. I
come on,
expected
dude.
better.
Okay, go.
Can you name the racing car that was used to build Anakin's pod racer? Since I know you guys like your cars. Garrison.
Was it a Shelby?
No.
Oh,
No, it was a
it looks like a Shelby
CJ?
Mustang.
Corvette.
No. The
What?
racing car, not driving car. Garrison.
Was it a Lotus? Or,
No.
Or GT.
no.
No.
What?
CJ, you can have one more guess before I'm going to tell you the
Mercedes?
answer. No.
Race car, not luxury.
Yeah.
Oh, wait,
Ferrari.
No, it's a Maserati birdcage.
Yes.
A Mercedes has a racing team.
What language
No,
does...
I'm talking. When that movie came out.
Are you
Sorry,
finished?
go ahead.
What language does Watto speak in The Phantom Menace? Garrison?
Huttese.
Yes. Garrison can have that point because he actually put his hand
Oh,
up.
damn it.
I said it.
Do you guys know why he chooses to speak that? Kyle?
Because he's a gambler.
No, well, I guess, but also it has a variety of flamboyant curse words that he enjoys using.
That sounds right. I need
Yeah,
to
it's
learn
not
Huttese.
surprising. That's so not
Which
surprising.
Star Wars character did George Lucas accidentally provide voice acting for? DJ?
General Grievous.
Yes. Do you know the story?
He did the cough,
He did.
and then
he accidentally coughed near a microphone.
So he had bronchitis.
He did.
He had bronchitis, and he coughed near the microphone, and the sound guy threw him in there. He's like, you might as well voice him since you screwed up the audio, and he just did it.
Okay, the last question. I've been watching a bunch of like old Star Wars stuff. Who is Kybo Wren?
What?
Kybo?
Yeah, who is Kybo Wren?
I have no idea.
A long-distant relative of Kylo.
CJ? No. CJ?
A pod
No.
racer?
Garrison?
I was gonna say like a robot chicken parody.
No. Kyle?
He's one of the announcers during the pod race.
No.
Oh, I legit thought that would be it.
Kybo Wren.
Another pod racer.
Kybo Wren is a Ropagoose space pirate first seen in the 80s Droids animated shorts.
Okay, you threw me off because you said that was all sequel
Yeah, I wouldn't
questions.
have got that.
That's not a sequel question
Yeah, I know.
or a prequel question. Okay, so
Right, I'm done.
what's the tally?
Well, I have...
I think it might actually be Kyle this time.
Oh,
I got what, 2? I think I'm.
No, I'm sure you've got more than that.
Well,
I have
I guess
2.
we'll find out in episode 20.
Yeah, we will.
How much I suck.
hey, I did not suck as much as I usually suck.
No,
okay?
you didn't. I mean, you had help, but that's okay.
Tyler, did you help me? No, he's useless. I'm just playing.
So which one of y'all is the oldest?
Really? You can't tell?
No, y'all look about the same age.
This is ridiculous. This
Y'all
is
look
ridiculous.
like
Yeah, you
unidentical
guys-
twins.
You guys are the same age.
Y'all look...
No, I'm
y'all
older.
look like a year, maybe 2 years apart.
Yeah, that's okay. In person, you'd be able to tell.
Like, my little brother and I are a year and 6 months apart.
My little brother looks like a totally different person than me. If I said this is my little brother and somebody said, they'll be like, what?
We're like 2 years and 12 days, so.
My little brother's like 2.5 years younger than me, and he looks totally different from me. He's short, and I'm tall and thick, and I'm skinny. Well, I used to be skinny. I'm kind of getting
My
fat
little
now.
brother,
That's literally us, bro.
my little brother's got a bigger nose.
Oh,
and
we're
he's
not
just
that
taller.
drastic.
Yeah, me and my little brother look like the number 10 when we stand next to each other. And my little brother looks older than I do. I have to say that he does look a lot older than I aged gracefully like Juan.
Fair. I am gonna...
Nobody has aged as well as Ewan McGregor.
Oh, no, that is true.
Jennifer Aniston?
No, Paul Rudd.
Jennifer Aniston still looks exactly the same she did.
They got the same guy. We
Yeah,
talked
we
about
did.
this.
Jennifer
Everybody.
Okay.
I guess it's time to wrap up and say goodbye.
I think so. This was a
We have had a heated, fun, and really silly episode. I have had a fantastic time, everybody.
Yeah,
I
this
really
was a
have.
good one. This was fun.
Congratulations to
This is awesome.
Darth, who won the giveaway again? Please remind me.
Darth Tyrannus.
Tyrannus.
Thank you. Congratulations to Darth Tyrannus for winning our giveaway.
Tyrannus.
I will be hitting you up on Instagram, and so we can
Yes.
get that stuff sent out to you.
Yeah. I guess tune in next week for more hijinks and mischief and laughter. And from all of the crew here at LSR, be safe, be kind, and may the Force be with you always. Thank you for tuning in to LSR. If you enjoyed the show, consider subscribing so you can be notified when new episodes are released. If you would like to be a guest on the show or just want to give us some feedback, feel free to email us. You can also reach out to us on all major social media platforms. They're linked in the show notes below. LightSaber Radio is produced by Pick Film Media and is a Swaycast original, starring Charlie Harwood, Garrison Turcott, CJ Elliott, and Carl McDaniel. And don't forget to join us next time for more adventures in a galaxy far, far away.